Hello, and welcome to a first look at Slice and Dice. You see, I timed that with the little fade in thing. Uh, yeah, so this game has been on my radar for a little while. I was shown the demo of it a while back, and I gave it a shot and said, I don't think this is for me right now. I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit. It has cooked for a little longer than it should have. I should have got on this a little sooner, I feel. But with the 2.0 release here, I am. I don't know exactly when it released. I think it was pretty recently, though. This game is a dice rolling roguelike. It is pretty interesting, pretty fun. It is a lot less RNG than the similar game in the genre, Dicey Dungeons. Dicey Dungeons is a game where you roll 1 to 6, and sometimes when you don't roll well, you just lose. And sometimes the enemies roll really well and you just lose. Dicey Dungeons is a very RNG heavy game. This game has a lot more, or I should say, gives you a lot more control over the RNG that you are facing off with. But anyway, you'll see that as we get into the game. For now, let's talk about the semantics here. I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. Uh, the game is $7. You cannot get this on Steam right now. This is an itch.io exclusive. It's not like a exclusive as in itch.io paid them money. Itch.io, if you're unfamiliar, is just like a site where you can basically post any game you want. Anytime I've done a game jam or anything like that, they've ended up on itch.io. It's a very indie friendly system. You can pay what you want for games as well. And you can use PayPal, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you can use PayPal for Steam. Maybe you can by now. I'd be surprised if you can't, but I'm stuck in my old ways. Anyway, this game is $7 on itch.io. If you do not have an itch.io account, you will have to make one, and I'll have a link in the description. But if you want to just go find it yourself, itch.io is the website is itch.io. That is the URL. So you can go to itch.io/slice-dice is the URL. I think should get you there. There'll be a link in the description if you want to check the game out yourself. But anyway, let me go over the options real quick. I want to give you, first of all, you'll notice the game is silent. There is no audio. There is no, not no audio, sorry, there are sound effects. There is no music though. No background music whatsoever. I assume, because this game is under active development, I assume at some point this is going to get music, but for now, there is none. It's fine. I thought about putting background music on, but I believe in bringing this game to you as it is presented as a game. This is like a review, basically. So understand that there is no background music. For most people, I don't think they'll care. I do appreciate this option here, the UI scale. You can make the game bigger if you so need. It's a good little effect. You can increase or decrease the sound effects, but as far as audio options go, I mean, this game barely has audio, so it's hard to rate the audio options, isn't it? And then there's a bunch of gameplay choices you can make here. They are fine, and you won't know what any of them mean. I don't really know what any of them mean, to be honest with you. So you can figure out what these mean for yourself when you get the game, if you do. There's a bunch of game modes as well that you can go through here. I have not unlocked any of them. However, I will show you off this very nice feature here. So there's all this stuff here. There's a lot of stuff. I understand roughly how it works, where you have this is the pool of starting heroes up here, and then this is the pool of hero paths that you unlock as you go and you learn about. So like the trapper here is a path that you can go on with the thief class, which is the orange class up here. And there's a lot of this. There's a whole lot of stuff. There's also more game modes. There's all this other stuff. If you don't want to go through the achievement process, which there are achievements in this game, there are 131, and each achievement comes with an unlock. You don't have to do it. You can just press unlock everything. Now, I'm not going to, because I actually have recorded this video once before, and so here's the deal. You can unlock anything or unlock everything, and then if you realize it's too much, you can undo it and you can relock everything, and it'll sync to what you have unlocked with your achievements. I am not going to press this because I pressed unlock everything and then relocked everything, and my run still had the unlocks, and I threw the recording out because I was like, man, I don't know what any of this stuff does. I can't really tell what's going on here. This is a lot of info, but you know, you can unlock and relock, and also One more thing, these are not the only difficulties. There are, I think, like 7 difficulties. It goes from easy up to hell. It's like easy, normal, hard, and then 3 more, and then hell, something like that. But we're going to play a run on normal. I am going to continue because this is... I want the starting party, basically, because the starting party is easiest to understand, basically. So what are you looking at here? Well, it's pretty simple. The enemies have dice. Every enemy has 1 die. Every character has 1 die, basically. They roll their die. The enemies will like get a result, declare their attack. That's it. You can see everything that they're doing. The archers are doing 3 to my thief, 2 to my healer, and 3 to my fighter, right? If I press end turn, this is what I'll deal with. This damage will go through. It's indicated by the 3 yellow dots here, the 2 yellow dots here. That's the yellow dots are basically, here's what we're going to take for damage. I can reroll. So each of my characters has a die as well. You can right click on the character to see the die as you can with the enemies. And you can also right click the die as it rolls, and this will show you whose die it is and what the ability does. Very nice. For a summary, there are basically 4 types of dice in this game. There are the range dice, the melee dice, the mana dice, and the blocking dice. It's a little more complicated than that, and there's a bunch of other effects, but that's the simple side of it, and I'm probably not going to stop and explain every single die and every single thing that happens here. But basically, I can lock single dice like this, and then I can reroll. I have 2 rerolls per turn, so I can go, hey, this is good, I want this 2, and I want this 3 block, but I don't want this X, so I can reroll again. I can go, hey, not too bad. Now, a few mechanics here that are on display. Some of the enemies will be backliners like these archers. They cannot be attacked by melee attacks, but if a ranged attack, which like this bow, is up, you can just shoot and kill like so. Block cards don't have to be played on the character that rolled them, so if I want to, instead of block for the defender, which of course I do, you can block for the thief instead. Every character, or not every character, but the bottom 2 characters tend to be spellcasters, and they have these spells at the bottom. So the burst spell is universal. The burst spell just does 2 damage or gives 2 shield for 2. The mend is the healer spell, which sets a hero's health to 3. And the flare is the mage's spell, which costs 4 mana to deal 5 damage. You get mana just by clicking on a mana die. You can only use spells on the front enemies, like frontliners first, then backliners. It's not targeted to backliners, which is a little unintuitive to me, but it's fine. You can bank up to 3 mana per turn as well. So I don't need the burst here. It doesn't push me over any sort of threshold. Lastly, healing just restores missing health. You can't pre-heal damage or anything like that. And that's basically how it goes. From here on, you're just going to watch me roll dice and then go, huh? More or less. Like, yes, I don't think I want to keep the X's. Other things worth noting real quick. You don't have to worry about healing. I don't have to min-max my healing because you heal to full at the end of every combat. A truly genius decision, because otherwise I would just sit here and ruin this game for myself. Absolutely. Yeah, we have 5 mana here. We can flare the wolf and kill the archer. Very cool. And you can see we healed to full. At the end of the combat, we get a reward. It's either a hero increase or an item. So here we get a level up a hero. So we can either turn our fighter into a scrapper, 1 damage steel, bonus equal to this hero's current shield, and 1 damage bloodlust, bonus equal to the number of damaged enemies. So he has to get block from other sources, but he gets bonuses for having block or damaged enemies. Or we can get the medic. Cleave, heal 2. AoE heal. Oh, pardon me, it's pretty late when I'm recording this, but I was struck with the desire. Plus 2 mana, heal 1 regen, and heal 2 cleanse. Cleanse reduces negative statuses by 2, which is nice. I'm down to try this scrapper. You can also you get 3 HP off of this. And then you can open your inventory before the fight. We have nothing to look at right now. Let's see what we're dealing with here when we roll. Not too bad. So it's important to just look and see. 2 damage is 2 damage is 2 damage here, so you just take it. 1 mana is a bad roll. 1 mana here is a particularly bad roll. X, of course, is a hell no. A 2 is okay. I think I'll just keep the 2 here for the defender. And we will reroll. Bloodlust. Bonus damage for every damaged enemy. So the goblins here, it's important to note, they have the white flag. If they're the last enemy, they will run. I can try to use this to my advantage, but like the healer rolling healing dice is worthless here. I only have one more reroll, so it's a question of if I want to keep this bloodlust or not. I think I will, and then I'll reroll. Fine, we got 2 mana. Good enough. So, first of all, we can grab our mana. Did I show off the undos, by the way? I don't think I got around to showing off the undos. This is like my second or third take at this point, though, because of those prior mentioned issues, so forgive me if I showed you this already. But say I go through this turn and I go, oops, I played my Bloodlust first, right? Like this. You can undo your whole turn. You can undo 2 the rolls if you want. So like if I had, I'll show this off again later, but say I started my turn and then realized I didn't like it, but I had a reroll left, I could undo and then just roll again, which is a great effect as well. It's very, very nice. It took me a minute to understand that, but it's a really nice system. This game is very good. Like, it feels like they are focusing on balancing this game around actually being difficult and not just being punishing, which is really important to me because so far, from what I can understand, the game isn't just, oops, I played a card in the wrong order, or sorry, a die in the wrong order. I played an attack in the wrong order. My bad. I guess I die now. The game lets you just start over, and I've really been waiting for a game like this to come along, I guess, and be challenging in this regard. So I gotta give it points for that. Anyway, as I was. So I cannot quite kill the rat. It does too. I guess, I mean, I can kill the rat. I can't kill the rat in a way that I like. I can burst here, swing on this goblin and do 3. I think the way that I'll do it is I'll set the rat to 1 and then hit the goblin for 3. And the thing is, I don't have to like sit down and plan that turn out. If that didn't work out, I could just start over and do it a better way. I think as time goes on, we're all going to realize that this is the way forward if you want to make a difficult game. You just have to make it like this. So yeah, say I go through this turn, I start playing it, and I go, oh wait, I messed up, I want to roll again. You can just roll again. I am a huge, huge, huge proponent of this. It's really cool to see a game that's good, because people are saying this game is difficult. Here's an item, by the way, real quick aside. Items here. Replace the 3 right sides with +1 mana, +1 max stored mana, or replace the left side with shield 4. So slight upgrade for this guy. So you can see what this is, by the way. Items are... I'm going to take Tattered Robes here. I like this one. So you go into your inventory here. Each character has 2 equipment slots. 1 and 2. You can equip this, and it'll change their die. There are also passive equips, which are just like plus health or plus base damage or things like that. But this will now change the die. So now my healer has, instead of an X, they have +1 mana here. I could also put it on the mage. I actually think I'm going to put it on the mage. You're overall downgrading his mana generation on this one, but you're gaining consistency. Although I actually am just going to reroll for the 2s now that I think about it. So never mind. I could put that on a different character too for more mana gain, but you know, it is what it is. It's okay. The Knoll has, the 1 here means he has armor 1, which is reducing damage taken from spells and dice by 1. That's nice to know. Goblin will run. I'm gonna roll for the thief to roll an arrow because I would like to kill this archer here. And if I can do that, I might be able to finish this fight on this turn, I should say. So let's just reroll. I'm gonna full reroll here. I'm trying to get enough mana for a flare. We rolled the archery, which is good. I'm gonna hold the 3 block. Because steel bonus equal to hero's current shield. If I roll 2 mana here, I win the fight. Yeah, okay. So we can go 3 block here. This ability now does 4. Kills the Knoll. Oh, I had already won the fight, actually. I didn't need the mana. I was thinking that would do 3. It did 4 on the shield bash. So every 3rd fight on the classic mode anyway is a boss fight. I think it might be varied. I'm not 100% sure. But first we get a new character upgrade. We can either get a juggler instead of a thief or a fae instead of a healer. The fae has 1 damage weaken, heal 1, gain 1 mana, and heal 1 boost. The target gets +1 to all sides this turn. Okay, so more of a like supportive role than a just healing role. Or we can go juggler. Juggler has each of these are cantrips, and cantrips mean they are played if they land face up while rolling. I'm gonna go for the fae, but I played a pretty fun build with the juggler where I had a character who generated me random rerolls, so I just kept juggling and throwing out little shots. I don't think it was very good, but it was fun. When you upgrade a hero, also they get. Oh, also first of all, you get a new ability. Add self heal to allied sides this turn. Deplete. Cost +1 mana each time it's cast. Also heal yourself for N. Okay. So like if I play a card that deals 2 with, and I play this spell on that character, they will also heal 2. That's cool. I'm gonna call these cards a lot, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. By the way. Kind of like putting the mana thing on the scrapper, actually. He's losing a bloodlust, but he's also losing 2 dead X's for it, which is cool. Alright, let's ride. The troll rolled Big Step. So the troll here, for example, I can stop and look if I want. He has a passive effect of regen 1. He has a health of 15. He has the Big Step, which does 2 to all. He has the Big Swing, which does 3 to 3. Well, 3 damage cleave. I don't think I've ever seen him hit an edge, but I think he might. Actually, I'd be surprised if he did. I think that he always hits optimally. It feels to me like you can always assume that this game is going to do whatever is best for it. But I'm not sure of that. You rolled a mana. I think I want you to roll a damage attack. Heal 1 mana gain. I want to roll a weaken. Weaken is -1 damage, or -1 to their side, I should say. It's important to specify it's -1 to the side, because like if you take a weaken on your one mana gain, you will gain 0 mana, which was very jarring for me the first time I realized it was how it works. Okay, I'm gonna block for the scrapper and then clock a 4 in. This will drop his damage to 1 to all, and that's fine. That was the weaken symbol that I saw there. Yeah, so far, it seems like the AI never does anything stupid, which is good. Heal 1 boost. Okay, I will take the heal 1 boost. Reroll. This does 2. I do need to roll like a damage or a block here. I don't need to, but I would like to, I suppose. Well, I rolled three ones and an X. I'll boost. The boost is just going to be +1 damage anyway. And I'm really hoping my thief doesn't die here. Nice. I would also like my defender and mage to not die here, though. They're a little bit weak right now. They just start out low HP. And defender's also he's in the middle, so he's always going to get hit by the cleaves. I'll keep the damage to... I have lethal. Okay. However you want to do it. I wonder if this game has like a fast play for single target. New achievement, by the way. So you can look, new achievement. Kill 2 trolls. That was my second time killing them. You get a new item. Regenerate 1 health at the end of each turn. That can now show up later. You can get a new spell, Slice. Deal 1 damage to all. Or Fletching. Add range to the left side. Oh, that's pretty worthless. Still, I don't really like Slice, so I can get 2 random 1-tier items instead. Two items, huh? Okay, I took that because 2 is better than 1, honestly. Place the middle side with heal 5. Place the top and bottom sides with 2 damage and 2 shield. Okay. That's really good for the thief, because he has X's in those slots right now. And then Big Heart. So there's a cool little order thing here that you can do. The one in the first will take precedence, so if I swap these, the mana goes over the heart. That's neat. I'm down for him to just have heal 5 though, honestly. And let's give it a go. I think the barrel. So some enemies will have special effects at certain points in their health. Like this enemy, the crone, deals 2 to the topmost enemy when you take them to 3 to down 4 HP. The ogre here has +1 to all sides of this fight when you get him. So as you hit him, he gets stronger. Then the barrel has a special effect of it always rolls X's and it explodes to do 5 damage to allies on death. So it basically blows them up for you. Pretty nice. Dealing 1 to all would be good with my Bloodlust, wouldn't it? Could actually do quite a bit of damage here. No reroll. I need to roll a 2. My mana die. Damn. That was a very sad turn. Well, we can make the ogre do 0 to all, which is good at least. And then our Bloodlust does this much. My thought here... Sorry, I just misclicked like 3 times. My thought on this turn is I'm just going to try to drop these 2 below 5 and then blow the barrel up and kill them. I shouldn't take it for granted that I can kill the barrel in a turn. I am absolutely acting like I can just kill the barrel for sure. Honestly pretty happy with this turn. Yeah. And then the cool thing here, of course, is I don't have to be super sure. I can just say, oh, well, if it doesn't work out, I'll just go again. That's sick, dude. There you go. Now he's down to 3. There are status effects in this game as well. By the way, I should mention that at some point. Like you're gonna see it here, the poison apple effect that the crone is doing here. The poison apple. It'll apply poison too. So poison is unblockable and it'll hit you every turn. That's where the purge effects come in. So at the end of every turn now, my defender is gonna take 2 poison. He is poisoned for 2, and you can see it on his health bar. When a unit is dying, it'll show you the +2, so like our thief here is taking 2 over lethal. There's a lot of stuff in this game that I'm pretty impressed with like that, where I look at it and I go, oh, that's nice to know. Like that, right? Like, oh, hey, cool, I don't have to calculate it. It's really easy at a glance to understand what you're looking at, which is huge for me for this game. It definitely makes me more interested in playing it. 4 damage to the topmost enemy. This guy has 3 dead spaces, a 3, a 2, and a 1. The rogue has deal 1 damage poison, deal 1 damage cantrip, dodge all effects, and deal 2 damage cruel. Double damage versus targets at half or less. I'll take the evoker. That sounds cool. And we will continue. I'll stop after the next boss for this video. You have a pretty good feel for the game by now. What is this? 2? Please, if an adjacent monster is overkilled by 2 or more. Okay, so if I can kill one of these goblins with an overkill of 2 or more, I will win the fight. And so to do that, I'm going to roll mana and shields. I didn't do that. I did not roll mana or shields. Okay. Gotta assume the Fae here is dying from the goblin. I could kill the goblin. I think it's better to just look to do 3 damage on the next turn, though, with a Bloodlust. Because I can do that, and then the fight ends. Because you kill this goblin, that makes the bandit run away. When the bandit runs away, the other goblin runs away. So, it's possible that I just miss, but not anymore. I have it, right? Hit him with the boost, and there you go. That's cool. Pocket Phylactery. Add pain to the 2 left sides, +6 max HP. Pain is you take N damage, so if I play a card with, or if I play a card with 2 damage on it, or 2 pain, 2 pips on it, whatever, it doesn't matter. If it has a 2 effect and it has pain, I will take 2 damage. Iron Pendant is just a +1 to all incoming shields. That seems good for the Scrapper, doesn't it? I'm gonna go ahead and give him that. And we will call that a day. Okay. Wow, they all targeted my Fae, huh? Well, no, actually not quite. 2 of them did. Oh, this is 2 damage, 2 poison. Got it. That's why this is rough. Is that boost? No, that's heal and mana. You rolled a 2, which is a like average. It's good enough. Wouldn't mind just grabbing a 3 here, honestly. I need to stop my Fae from dying. But a 3 lets me drop the top snake, which is good. I'll take the 2 on the defender as well. I could look for a scrapper play. 2, he's going to be at 3, which is going to do 4. You could then play... I'm just going to reroll. It's a boost, yeah. Undo. I want to take this out. Can I not take this out? It's locked in? There you go. I want to reroll because if I hit the scrapper here, this is huge. This can only be good. It's only bad if I roll the bloodlust. Yeah, it's either even or positive. Drop does 4 damage. Snake has 5 HP. What a shame. I'm gonna boost the block for the Fae. She's dying though, I fear. There's no other way to put it, but I can stop it. I can make it easier on myself. I'm gonna kill the 2 damage snake actually. We can do that by boosting the 3 or the 2 up to 3, block for the Fae, and just burst the snake down. Yeah. Now we're only taking 1 poison, which is much more manageable. I do like having a purge of some sort. One thing I've found is that, and I'm not 100% sure how this works, but if you have a card that says purge on it of some description, some sort of like purge N, and you play it on someone who's getting poisoned, it'll purge the poison before it hits on the turn. Like if I had a card that blocked 2 poison here, it would stop 2 of this poison. It's very weird that it works like that, but I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm actually just going to play this turn out and see how it ends up here. So it would be 2 damage here, and then 3 to kill this snake, and 1 to kill that snake. That looked pretty good, didn't it? And now we realize I made a turn order misplay, though, and you just do it again. You see, and that's what's really been selling me on this game, to be honest with you. Oh, hey, here's a slightly better way to do that. I'm just going to go redo that now. That's so cool. 2, 3, kill. And now I have 1 more mana. I can recognize the better turn order and play it. The game's difficulty isn't from punishing you for not being diligent, which is cool, because it opens up a lot of design space, I feel. And mostly it just doesn't feel bad, because it always feels bad to realize you made a major mistake, right? I think, anyway. Spellblade for a thief. Deal 1 damage, gain mana. Copies the keywords from the last used dice face this turn. Huh. Seems cool. Guardian, shield cleave, engage 2 times 2 on targets on full HP. So double shield if your target has full HP. Deal 1 damage cleave. I like this Spellblade a lot. That seems good. What did the thief have? The thief had this. Oh, so this goes to Evoker now. That's cool. Good with this. This is a boss, by the way, I believe. I didn't double check that, but I'm pretty sure this is a boss. I haven't seen these guys before. 2 damage to the topmost enemy, 2 damage to the middle enemy, 2 damage to the bottommost enemy, of course. I haven't bothered really learning what the enemies do because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of control over that to me. And I think that's important to talk about. You don't really have control over what's going on. +1 damage to targets +1 to targets damage sides during this turn, single cast. Oh, only once per fight. Oh, that's not cooldown. You get a +1 for one time. Deal 2 is good. I'm gonna pop one of you, I assume. Deal 3 damage and also hit the target below. Deal 1 to all. I'm gonna kill Magritte first. She seems the most threatening, although... Never mind, I'm gonna kill the character that has deal 7 damage here first. Summon a wolf, 1 to all. Yeah, I'm gonna focus Gaitha. So let's reroll now. Get a little weakness. Alright. It could have been worse. We have incoming weakness as well. Yeah, this character seems like the big problem. What do we have? We have 1 mana to play off of here. I mean, I can just imbue. That seems pretty logical to me. There you go. Problem solved. But yeah, I imagine there's a level of learning, specifically the bosses, I think you need to learn and understand, like, oh, this is how I play this boss with my setup. But for the most part, I just kind of play the cards and see where I end up. And it's good because the undo system lets you go, oh, this turn doesn't look very good. I would like to go again. Undo. And then we can go, hey, wait, I need to reroll twice. Deal 1 damage poison. Okay. Damn. We get 2 blocks, so we might be able to... Oh, wait, we get a lot of block, actually. This Shield Slam build is looking kind of nice, I think. What is this? Deal 2? Oh, that's incoming poison damage. She's not poisoned. That's a little bit of a difficulty, I think, actually. There's no differentiation between if they are currently taking poison damage or if the poison damage is incoming. You just kind of have to keep track. Don't summon a wolf. Summoned enemies do have to be killed, which is like... It's nice to make it a real threat, I suppose. Spellblade's good. I will take these. I just reroll. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to do... What does it do? It does 5. The wolf has 6. I can boost you, and that just kills the wolf. Like I said, you have to kill... Oh, I should probably hit you. You have to kill the summons as well, so I feel like just popping the summon there is the right play. And... Oh no, I have to block for my Spellblade. Important thing to notice. I'll take the boost as well. This is falling off for sure. As we get further along, it becomes pretty noticeable that +1 isn't all that good. Do you get 2 mana for that? Oh, you do. That's cool. And there you have it. The runs are... It's easy to just keep going, I guess. Blue heroes only. Place the right 2 sides with mana 1. Or mana 2, yeah, that's really good, right? Upon death +4 mana. I'll take that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up here because I don't want to play this game for like 2 hours on camera. It'd be like another 40 minutes probably of just talking. But yeah, I think this game's fun. For $7, I feel like this is a banger. It's also, you get it on mobile. I don't know if I said that like unequivocally, but you get it for mobile, specifically for Android, and this game has Mac support as well. And you get copies of all of them. If you have an iOS, sucks. Maybe the Mac version works on iOS. I don't know. You can do some digging on that for yourself. My assumption is no, but I don't really know how Apple works. So yeah, this game's good. It's definitely good. It's going to be getting updates, I assume. So definitely want to keep an eye on. Yeah, check it out. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Goodbye.